Mexico, early 2000s. Deep in the state of Sinaloa, one of the world's most powerful drug trafficking organizations begins to dominate the landscape. Known as the Sinaloa Cartel, it specializes in cocaine, methamphetamine, heroin, and marijuana smuggling, primarily targeting the United States, but extending operations globally. At the helm is El Chapo, a man whose charisma, ruthlessness, and strategic acumen transform him into both a criminal legend and a top target for law enforcement. The cartel's operations generate billions annually, fueled by fear, violence, and corruption. To maintain its empire, the Sinaloa Cartel doesn't just rely on trafficking. It invests illicit profits into legitimate sectors, including real estate, agriculture, and retail. Shell companies, offshore accounts, and complex financial structures conceal the origins of the money, making it nearly invisible to authorities. Yet, the cartel's influence is not confined to business alone. Corruption infiltrates political institutions at multiple levels. Local and federal officials, police officers, and even judges allegedly accept payments, providing protection or intelligence to cartel operations. Investigative journalists begin to uncover this shadow network, revealing connections between illicit profits and political influence, a dangerous blend that threatens the integrity of governance. By the mid-2000s, the U.S. Drug Enforcement Administration intensifies its efforts, coordinating with Mexican authorities to track financial flows, drug shipments, and cartel logistics. The cartel responds with innovation and secrecy, employing tunnels, encrypted communications, and complex laundering methods to evade capture. El Chapo's arrests in 1993, 2014, and his eventual extradition to the United States mark critical turning points. Each arrest triggers waves of violence and internal power struggles within the cartel, as well as scrutiny of political complicity. Investigators meticulously follow the money trail, uncovering real estate acquisitions, luxury vehicles, and shell companies used to disguise illicit gains. Testimonies from former cartel members revealed direct payments to officials, ranging from municipal leaders to federal authorities. Protection, immunity from prosecution, and intelligence access are bought and sold in this dangerous exchange. Journalists documenting these ties risk their lives. Threats, attacks, and murders of reporters reveal the deadly stakes involved in exposing cartel operations. El Chapo's international network expands cartel influence into Europe, Asia, and beyond. Leveraging sophisticated logistics and financial strategies to maintain power and evade law enforcement, investigations in Mexico, the United States, and Switzerland uncover billions laundered through offshore accounts, demonstrating the scale of political bribery. The cartel's ability to infiltrate politics underscores the fragility of governance in areas dominated by organized crime. The operations work alongside Mexican authorities, though encounters with corrupt officials complicate enforcement. El Chapo escapes from high-security prisons twice, employing tunnels and inside assistance, further embarrassing authorities and exposing vulnerabilities in the system. High-profile trials in the United States finally expose the inner workings of the cartel. Assassination plots, massive drug shipments, money laundering, and systematic bribery. Financial evidence shows direct payments to municipal leaders, law enforcement officers, and political officials who facilitated the cartel's operations. In 2019, El Chapo was convicted and sentenced to life imprisonment plus 30 years. However, the Sinaloa Cartel persists under new leadership. Political repercussions continue in Mexico, as administrations face criticism for failing to dismantle entrenched corruption networks tied to organized crime. Families and communities continue to suffer from the violence, instability, and fear perpetuated by the cartel's operations. International organizations monitor Mexico closely, urging reforms in law enforcement, judicial processes, and anti-money laundering measures. The Sinaloa case illustrates the intricate and often deadly link between organized crime, money, and political power. It exposes the limitations of national and international law enforcement when corruption is systemic and widespread. Today, the Sinaloa Cartel remains a symbol of both criminal ingenuity and the dangerous intersection of drugs, cash, and political corruption. Its story is a chilling reminder of how power can corrupt, influence can be bought, and societies can be held hostage by networks operating in the shadows, far beyond the reach of ordinary citizens. From the streets of Sinaloa to courtrooms in New York, the saga of El Chapo and his cartel continues to unfold, leaving lessons for law enforcement, politicians, and the global community alike.